CBT Naaruto.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. It's second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Stepping up to the first tee for this second round. Frank, what's the mindset, do you think?
Has to be, hopefully, like yesterday, where they played extremely well. If we get another carbon copy of that, we're in for some real delight. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, what's the best way to attack on this second shot, opening hole?
Less confusion, Rich. Just look at the flag. This is a fairly flat piece of fairway we're heading off, and to a green that's very generous. Should be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This is for his birdie.
A great start.
On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. This one has a chance to be close. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Frank, how about the first par 5 of the golf course here at the third, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, but it actually suits a little draw.
Frank, that's a quality shot.
16 feet or so away, very makeable.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and yep, good thing too. He's actually putting well.
Now to another par 3. This is the fourth hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, what's the key here at the fifth hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Oh, huge. Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. That is just a beautiful shot. Second shot now to the par 4 fifth.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. The former college #1 makes another birdie. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
on the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 602-yard par 5, 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
Boy, this one has a chance to be really good. Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one.
Second shot.
Beautiful display of ball striking today. Really in control. And that's another GIR, green in regulation. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
How did that not go in?
So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Birdie try again here today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Wow, almost fell within just a few inches of dropping. Nudge this one home, finish it up. In for par. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. This is an eagle putt. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3/8. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
They'll take it. That's a par. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway and plenty long. Frank here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. Because it slopes back into the player's face, the ball's not going to kick forward. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Dog legs to the player's right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green. But anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
He has this for par. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Mark a birdie on the card. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. They're sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down. It'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
So just a formality here. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, what about this second shot here at 15?
It's one of the longest par fours on the golf course, Rich, so you don't want to get too greedy. Green does open up on that left side. You see that bunker on the front of the green. It sort of protects that right side, so you've got to try and bring it in. One of the few shots you could actually cut it into this green. This golf course normally suits a draw, but this hole here you could do well with one that goes in the other direction.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This will be a 14-foot putt here. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Settles in over the putt. Good, solid par right there. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier. That's an absolute beauty.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
It's no snack, though. Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
CBT Naaruto, over and out.